Welcome to Traditional Bow Hunting Wilderness Podcast. This is Jason Samkoviak, and today we're going to do a quick little highlights video here for you. The rest of this video, which is going to be much longer, is in my Whitetails, Bow Hunting Whitetails online video course. But for you guys, I want to hit down the intro part of this, which is how to hunt places where there's no trees, good trees to hunt out of. Deer love areas like this behind me, okay? They eat this kind of stuff up, especially once the pressure kicks in and the season gets going. They're in there to avoid hunters and people, and they're also in there for browse in the late seasons and things like that too. So they're a fantastic option, but a lot of times there's not trees in there. What do you do? How do you figure out how to hunt something like this? You know, I mean, look at this area. How would you hunt deer in a place like this, especially when you know they're in there? I'm going to take a second and show you. Now, I know this spot, and it's been very good over the past, but let's take a look here. Even where I'm driving my daughter's car here today, because mine's in the shop getting a warranty thing done on there, but I parked it here. But notice the trails that are coming out of here, even where I parked at, okay? This is a major spot here. Look at the rub right here on this tree, even right here. Look at that fresh rub right there, okay? I know what's here. I know where we're coming from. I know what's going on. It's a great area. Again, I'm going to show this whole thing in the Bow Hunting Whitetails online course, but that people pay for, so they get the more exclusive content. If that pisses you off, I'm sorry, but I give you enough stuff for free like I'm doing right now anyway. If you want the rest of it, you'll have to watch there, but I'm going to give you the gist of it. But so how do you figure out how to hunt a place like this when there's no trees to put a stand in, there's no shooting lanes, there's no anything? The key thing is to find inside of here man-made or animal-made places. The deer will tell you where they want to go. They're not randomly walking everywhere around in here, okay? It's just not happening that way. Usually they're using it as a cut. Here they're using it to transfer from that swamp to cut across here because they don't want to walk through this stuff right over here, which is why it's such a great spot. But they don't want to deal with this, how this starts to bog out right here. You can see we're getting into water, blowdowns, tangles, all this stuff that's right here. They don't want to deal with this. This is not what they're after to try and go through. So that gives them a shortcut route. Now here we happen to have what was originally man-made that the deer took over, which is where I hunt this at. And you can see, look at all the deer tracks here. See them all? See them? And then see them all crossing right here? This is a reason. They're coming out right there by where the car is. That's where that rub was. And they're coming through here. And then look at this man-made. You can almost see the tire, or the tractor tire trenches right there. How it's opened this up through this thick, nasty stuff. Now, obviously, there is trees here. And this one I can hunt from trees. But it's a good example. But you can see how this gives you a man-made setup here. But look at the trails through here. Look at this. Okay, look at this deer trail through here that is right on this spot because of this man-made gap through here. So you have this just incredibly thick, impenetrable, no shooting range kind of a setup, but yet you have all this deer activity in this one little 6-yard wide open area that comes through here that these deer gravitate to because of the fact that they can walk through here, yet it's got so much security. Here you can see another rub right there. Fantastic setup, but they are traveling this because of that security feature. So they're almost more on the edge of it, but you can see what happens here. So from the road out there where it looked like everything was so nasty thick and nobody would ever think about hunting in here, I can be in that tree right there and kill a lot of deer standing right here. So it works very well. Done it many times. So this is a fantastic spot. And also notice my car's right there. I'm killing deer out of this tree right here. Nobody even knows it. They're coming out of that swamp and cutting around the edge of this and working right up through there. Nobody has a clue that I'm here. Nobody thinks about hunting this because of the type of terrain. The deer are secure, non-pressured. It's a fantastic spot, and it's so easy, and yet nobody does it. But it's a matter of coming into this place to take a look at what's here. Now, if there were no trees here, for example, and we were going to hunt this, how do you hunt this kind of stuff? Well, we know we have this little natural open area in the middle here that they're going to work right here on the edges like they do. You can see it all right through there. I'm not trancing through the mud. I'm in tennis shoes here. But you can see it in that one. It kind of cuts in here. So everything's kind of communicating and coming together there where they're following that. So let's work our way over there if we can and stay dry. Let's see here. Shoes are waterproof for a little bit of stuff, but like I said, I'm not getting soakers. But this is just an amazing, you know, it gives you this cut option through here, yet we're still in that real thick stuff. So these tire tracks are created by a tractor when they came in and clear cut this. They're what did this. Look at what we have here, okay? Look at the rubs in here. Look at how wrecked this place is. Look at the rubs right there too that you can see on that tree right there. So this place is a phenomenal spot. No good trees here to hunt. Like I said, those ones over there worked fantastic, and that's what I did. But point being, if you were in an area like this, what do you do? How are you going to hunt this right here? Okay, well, you got to look and think outside of the box. You got to look for the alternatives, okay, such as right here. You could set up right on the back side, right between that log and that stump right there, and be ready to shoot. And look at your shooting you have all the way out here. No trimming, no nothing needed. You could be tucked between the log and the back side of this blowdown right there and be ready to shoot. You can watch anything come. You can shoot them this way. You might even be able to shoot over here this way. Right through here. Right through there by standing up and shooting right over the top of it as they come by. But you have all the shooting you want right there. But that's a natural kind of thing. Even this right here, tucking in right in this little spot right here and sitting on the ground and waiting is a fantastic option. You have to think outside of the box on these kind of things and set up on the ground. So they give you a lot of options if you know what you're looking for. For example, here's another one right here too. You have these two little pine trees right here, big pine in the back and that tree. If you nestled yourself right into there, you have front cover from these little baby Christmas tree pines, nestle right in against that pine right there. You have good cover, you're hidden, you can shoot this. So it gives you tremendous options. There's spots on the ground, but you have to hunt them down and look for them, okay? And that's a great way to be able to shoot places like this if you have those. If you don't have pine, and you don't have that option or something along those lines, it makes it a lot harder. You have to start looking for clumps of stuff like this, and you might have to actually add a little bit of stuff to it, usually dead stuff. Good news is here, like this, for example, when you're in these poplars, this stuff is brittle, dead, and very easy, okay? There's nothing to it. All these things snap right off of these. So you can take this stuff very easily, take this with you over there, and just start sticking this stuff in the ground in front of you and making stands, okay? You're not trimming stuff on public land because it's all dead already. This is all dead stuff. It just snaps right off, and then just stick this stuff in the ground and create your own little quick, you know, if you were to take 10 branches, yay size, dead, or even pick them up off the ground, we'll find one of those to show you that, but you can, like right here. So I picked this branch up right here off the ground, and this size right here like this, if I were to take 10 of these and stack them in a row around here, I could create a good enough cover spot that I'm going to be fine. Finding a little place to tuck into, again, what's nice here is we have pine. Like me, I would tuck right into that right there. Again, these are dead. They're easy. Just snap and pop a couple of these off of here like that, so they're nothing, and set right up down there on my butt, and I can shoot right out here and cover this whole thing. I don't have to have a tree stand, and I don't have to have a lot of cover. Pine is key if you have pine in these places. So even if we weren't looking at this one, let's see if we can find another natural cut through here that the deer have picked on their own. So when you're walking through, you will find spots. The deer will find travel places through here that's easy for them. Okay, they're going to naturally find that, and they're going to use it to their advantage. You just need to cross an area like this. We came in, the cars parked there, and we walked in this way through that one major spot that was good already. If I come in here and I just start cutting across this, sooner or later, I'm going to find another spot, ouch, that deer are going to say they want to use. They're going to tell me. I'll see it by the trails, and I'll see it by the activity, and they will show me what they want to use. I just got to look for it and stuff. Like, see right here, you got a trail that runs right through here, goes right up through that gap, comes right up through here and goes right up through that gap. You can see it drop right in there. The deer are telling me they're willing to use that because it's opened up enough for them. So I could hunt this. How would I hunt it? I would hunt it by setting up at that base of that pine tree there, that pine tree there, those stumps and pines there, whatever's going to give me shooting into here would be way better than being right out here stuck on like a sore thumb on top of that. Anything here, look at even the rubs here. Told you, I'm not kidding. These areas are gold mines. They're straight up gold mines. Look at all the rubs on that. Look at how shredded all these branches are here. I mean, this is gold mine kind of areas, but people don't hunt them because there's no trees here for them. Look at that. I could set up a little nest right there and just snap a few little twigs. Again, most of this stuff is so easy and brittle and dead that it's nothing to just take and pop those. They just snap right off. You know, there's nothing to it. You know, they just pop right out of the way. Get them right out of there. That's what I, you know. And then, but to set up right there, they would never know I'm here. And it's just a simple, quick, and easy, you know, shot. That's a, you know, they're coming right through here. That's a, you know, it's an 18-yard shot from right there to right here, catching these deer. Look at the rubs on this side of it too. Fantastic ideas. Just setting up, but the pines are key. If you don't have pines, you got to get a little more creative. But most of these places, these clear cuts, especially in Michigan, they are going to, pine is going to grow in them too, along with the poplar. Okay, these are all poplars. These are poplars. They grow very, very fast, and they're the first thing to flood a clear cut. Okay, when they come in and they clear cut this whole thing and they log it, poplars grow quick. Pine also grows as well too in there, and you end up with this mixed little bits of pine that make for, that's a perfect stand site right there. I don't have to bring anything or do anything. All I got to do is make sure I got shooting lanes and plop in there, and I can hunt this whole thing. And as you see by the rubs, it's a fantastic spot. And I'm right now, as of right now, I'm like 100 yards from my car. You know, it doesn't get better than that. But look at this area. People are not hunting this. Okay, they are not hunting in here. Hang on, I want one power normal. Hang on, let's go to normal. There you go. But nobody's hunting this stuff. They're not going to be in here. Why? Because there's no trees for them to hang up in except for those ones out there. And even if you get in a tree, you think for a second that you can shoot through this stuff from a tree stand? I mean, you got nothing but branches everywhere in every direction. It's a nightmare. But on the ground, oh my gosh, look at how perfect of a clear lane I have all the way to here at 25 yards from there. And all it is a matter of just taking and knocking over a couple of these little dead branches like that, and you're done. Nothing to it, but clear and easy shooting through here. These, again, these are dead. They're not making it. See, they just pop right off. Clear shooting all the way through. Sweet and simple. Now we're going to go take another look at a different one. It's a little more easy to hunt, but this just gives you a perfect example. Fantastic opportunities in these kind of places that nobody thinks about. Don't rule them out. There's a reason that the deer are here, and that they're usually, and again, you may not see a lot of summer sign in here. There's no reason for them to be here in the summer. There's just no reason. There's no pressure here. There's not much food for them in here comparatively. There's just not a lot of reason for them to be in here making a ton of sign in the summer. But once the pressure kicks in during hunting season, they're going to be all over here, and then they stay here through the winter for the browse factor as well too. Look at even here as we're just cutting our way across. Oh, look at there. I mean, you know, and then there's also the people that I love the most are ones that go, well, 130-inch deer would never be in an area like that because he can't get his antlers through there. You know what? I mean, these bucks are getting through here just fine. They got no issues whatsoever. So, you know, I don't buy that for a single second. If I can walk through here with my stick stands and all that kind of stuff this easy, those bucks will get through here just fine. I see them in much tighter swamp stuff than this. So just stuff to keep in mind and keep in consideration. Let's go look at a different scenario for you once. Okay, another example right here. Now, one thing that's different here is we have a lot of trees. We have a tremendous amount of trees. Too many trees to the point that it hurts us, especially pine. So if you look at this area, there is no way that you're going to be in a tree in here anywhere and have any kind of shooting whatsoever, in no direction. It's just impossible to get up in a tree and think for a second that you're going to shoot anywhere through this area. But that's okay. Now here's a great scenario here too. So let's say that I picked this spot and I just wanted to nestle in. We just snap that off there too. Again, take them down dead stuff. But if I wanted to be hunkered down right in here in this little setup right here where I'm tucked in, I have tremendous shooting 20 yards in almost every direction from right here, where up here, if I was in this tree or any tree around here, I may get 10 yards in one direction and nothing else anywhere else. I promise you, I'm locked in. So in an area like this, where deer will be cutting to get into that, coming in and out of that clear cut over there, and they're going to cut this point that we're on. We're on a point. This point wraps. Okay, it wraps around. We're on a point. If they're going to come anywhere across this point as they're coming through here, there is no shooting from a stand anywhere in here. You come into a spot like this and set up. And then again, I bring my saw in, which I don't cut stuff with a saw, but I bring that in and use it almost like we would use, let's see here if I can find something to use in general like it. Let's even try this. But I bring my saw in here and I hit these. These are dead, okay? I mean, if I hit these pine branches, I can take my saw, see, and just snap them right off. Just pop them just like that. One quick swipe with that pole, and it pops these right off like that. And that's, like I said, I'm not trimming nothing live on state land, but you knock those off. You knock a couple of these off. If I'm hunkered down and tucked in here, I got a 25-yard shot right there. I do a little more. I got a, same thing. Knock a couple of these little lower ones off there. I got 20, 25 yards over there. I got this pocket set up. Same thing. Take a couple little branches off right here. Again, they're dead. It's pine. These things just snap and pop right off of here. They just pull right off. There's nothing to them. They just bend and snap right out of there. But I clear this enough that I got shooting out to there that I'm set at, coming back to that spot. I look back here, I got shooting through here. Look at that window I got right through there. I got everything I want, and I stay low, get nice and down in here, close and tucked in. And I have tremendous shooting underneath all of this stuff through here, rather than, and you can see, couple quick pocket picks, but that's where I mainly would expect my travel to be coming from, and I got it there. But if they cut behind me, I got shooting lanes all over here that I can shoot. I can shoot a 50-yard diameter, 25 yards in a circle around my point, and be able to shoot through here by being lower than this stuff and shooting underneath. And again, it's just a little bit of dead twig snapping kind of thing, and I have access to everything in here to be able to shoot this. And it's, nothing to it, sweet and easy. So even though there's a lot of trees here, too many trees, no shooting from trees, get down on the ground, nestle yourself in a little spot and look at the difference here. And those deer will never see me here. I'm tucked into this little set with these 3 trees. They'd never even know I'm here. Put a little chair down there. I would use a turkey seat so I'm low to the ground, and I'd be set up right here, and I could shoot everything in here. I don't need to build a blind. I don't need to do anything crazy. I don't need a pop-up. I don't have to do any of that stuff. I got so much cover here already. Just come in, set up right here, and I'm ready to go. Like I said, a little bit of snapping some branches, these dead little, popping these little dead branches off, nothing to it. And I'm free and clear in here with some great options. So there you go. That gives you some other ideas. But you don't always have to be in a tree stand. And a lot of areas will not let you use a tree stand, but they're loaded with deer. These are perfect examples. Take advantage of them. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out the bow hunting videos or bow hunting whitetails online video course. You'll learn all this stuff in full detail. These are in that course where I show how to hunt this point, what to do on it, why to be there. All this stuff is in that course. It's amazing. It's I want to say it's like 16 hours, 17, 18 hours long now, and it is loaded, and I add new stuff to it all the time. Definitely check it out. There's a description down below, and there's probably a thing running across the screen. So thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.